In our final lesson, we look at the final two proofs, which are angle side and right angle triangle hypotenuse side. We will start with angle side. Angle side is two angles and one side of one triangle that are equal to the other two angles and one side of a matching triangle, which makes the triangle congruent. As we can see here, we have the angle side congruence test. In the diagram, we can see two triangles that have the same angles. So this is showing us why angle is not a congruence test. As we can see here, in these two triangles, although the angles are the same, we have 35, 45 and 100 in both triangles, we can see that the triangles are not the same size. So they are not equal and therefore they are not congruent. So angle is not a congruence. Angle side, however, as we'll see in the next slide, is a test of congruence. In the diagram above, we have two angles and an equal side. And as you can see, when we have two angles that are the same, angles B and C, or angle AB, A dash, or AC, A dash, are the same, then we can see that these lines here only have one possible place that they can intersect. So that means these lines here have to be the same length if this length and the two angles are the same. So the two triangles ABC and A-BC are congruent because when the diagram is reflected about the line BC, the interval BA falls on the interval BA', meaning that these lines can only go a certain way. They can only be 35 degrees and 45 degrees and therefore have to meet in the middle and be congruent with each other as they are a reflection of each other. So saying that again, the angle side congruence test states if two angles and one side of a triangle are respectively equal to two angles and a matching side of another triangle, then the two triangles must be congruent. And moving on now to our final proof, the right angle triangle with hypotenuse and side. It doesn't matter which side we have the hypotenuse and we have any side. So if either of these sides we know, and we know that it is a right angle triangle, then we can say that they will be congruent triangles. Because this angle here is a right angle and we know the hypotenuse and one side, we can say, due to Pythagoras' theorem, that they are congruent triangles. So we can work out what this other side is, and we know that it will be the same because Pythagoras' theorem states c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and c is the hypotenuse, and then a and b are either of the other sides. So we know if we know the hypotenuse and one side, whether it's this side or that side, we can work out the length of the other side, and it becomes the side congruence test. It is very similar also to the side angle side because we know this right angle we know that that's an angle that is the same in both triangles. So finally, we have gone through the four proofs, the side angle side, and right angle hypotenuse side. What the four proofs basically are the minimum amount of information we need to say that the triangles are congruent. And congruent means the same size and the same shape. So these four proofs are the minimum information we need to say that all the sides and all the angles are the same.